Merry Christmas, one and all. I want to start this Disney video with one of my favorite quotes of all time. This is it. I'm going to read it for you. The magic within the heart of the ones that dream cannot compare to the
hunger of the tourists in line for a Disney buffet.
In this video, I'll be eating at a Disney World buffet for a day. It's in Hollywood Studios, which is where I'm at currently. It's called Hollywood and Vine. Now, I've barely heard of this restaurant. I feel like no one talks about it besides Hilary Duff in her hit song, Wake Up. She was so asleep and she woke up. I'll be eating 2 big meals there today, brunch and dinner, because they have 2 different menus, so we're trying both. I'm gonna critique everything I eat and give you my honest opinion. Even though I am a Disney stan, look, Wish, I even love their movies that flop. I'm gonna be super brutally honest. Watch out. Mickey knows that I do not give him any special treatment, even though he's probably the most famous rat ever. That's just not the type of critic I am. Now, this is a character dining experience. If you haven't been to one of these, basically the characters come up to your table mid-chew. You might be gnawing on a Mickey waffle, and Piglet could come up behind you and start making pig noises. It happened to me, and that's why I always get extra bacon on my Baconator. This is your doing, Piglet. As you can see, I have dined with Disney characters before, but I do have social anxiety and a stutter. Girl, pick a struggle. So I'm always super nervous and awkward during these character buffets, but I always end up having fun. I just don't realize it in the moment when I can feel Piglet's breath on my neck. Now, breakfast and dinner have a different set of characters each, okay? So during dinner, I'm gonna meet the icon, the legend himself, Mr. Mickey Rat, and his gorgeous wife, Minnie Chinchilla, and their amazing dog, Pluto Chihuahua, and Donald Duck Confit, and of course, Goofy. He's so goofy, you can't take him anywhere. Now, during breakfast, which is coming up in a second, I get to meet Disney Junior characters. So exciting, right? Well, I have never really seen Disney Junior. I am more into intellectual Disney content like Brave. You know, Merida taught me a lot about Ireland and geography, and Frozen. Elsa taught me how to make ice cubes. It's a button on the fridge. And my drinks have never been colder, thanks to her. This is the list of Disney Junior characters I'm about to meet. We have Doc McStuffins, obviously, Vampirina, Fancy Nancy, and Roadster Goofy. I've never heard of any of these people in my life. They're all strangers to me, but guess what? We're gonna be social and we're gonna go make friends, yeah! But before we go to breakfast, give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It's the easiest way to support little old me and my whole career. Also, subscribe. I make food content, theme park food content. I travel, I go on cruises, and I eat in my car. There's a wide array of chewing. So yeah, I'm gonna try as many items as possible. Let's go have a ball. So here's a few very professional shots of what Hollywood Studios looks like during the holidays, just to get us into the Christmas Disney vibe, right? As you can see, it's pure magic. The weather is a little cooler. The tourists aren't dripping sweat like usual. Everyone say hello to the picture that looks like a brunette Trisha Paytas. Love you, Trish. Oh. The magic is real, the magic is here. Santa can smell the Mickey waffle. Ho ho. Oh my gosh, dinosaur. That's a steamy burp, my goodness. Anyways, this is the restaurant, Hollywood and Vine. They have a super cute high-tech light up sign, super modern yet retro at the same time. Very cool. This is the restaurant. As you can see, it's Hollywood themed, obviously. I don't see vines though, so that's interesting. The moment that I sat down, before I could start getting my food, characters started saying hi to me, so I just vlogged it on my phone. It was nerve-wracking. Hello, Fancy Nancy. Are you into Gucci, Prada, because you're so fancy? Oh, wow. Is that from Jared? Oh, wow, so pretty. I love it. You made it yourself. You make all these fancy things? You don't need the fancy stores. Thank you so much. It's nice meeting you. That was so awkward. They're all coming to my table before I can get my food. Doc is coming. Oh my God, the doctor. Hello. How are you? Just say hi to the camera. Hello. You're a doctor. And so you're like really smart. I love that. Do you watch Grey's Anatomy? No? It's so good. It's a doctor show. Yeah. Meredith Grey is in it. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's nice meeting you. Bye. So these are most of the breakfast options. We have toast, we have bagels, we have pastries, we have an assortment of baked goods, not baked bads. They also had some like salmon and some other little fresh thingies that I barely looked at. Now this is the good stuff, guys. They had potato casserole, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, frittatas, chicken patties, eggs Benedict, some sort of a vegetable thing, a donut and chicken skewer, biscuits and gravy, bananas Foster's French toast, apple pancakes, corn casserole, also some bread pudding, and some apple crumble. It's a pretty big buffet, girlies. I was impressed. For my first plate, I got some bacon, sausage, cheesy potato casserole, scrambled eggs, a chicken patty, an egg white frittata, some corn casserole, and a vegan plant-based frittata. Hey, dog. Guys, I have never tried to joke with characters before, and I don't think it went well. I've always just said, hi, you look beautiful. But today I was like, you're a doctor. Could you save my life if I choked on this chicken patty right now? This place is packed. It's making me extra nervous. The food looks great, though. This is just my first plate. We have a lot more options, a lot of sweet things, too. I'm like actually shaking a little bit from the nerves, guys. That was, what did I even say? So that's Roadster Goofy. What makes him a roadster? Is he a trucker or something? What? How's he different than normal Goofy? Anyways, let's start with the scrambled eggs. I'm nervous. I can't focus. Timmy, focus on the flavor. Oh yeah. Oh yes. You know, those are fantastic eggs. Okay, they're perfectly cooked. They're a little bit creamy, but they're just firm enough. And they really taste fresh. They don't taste like powdered eggs. They don't taste like the eggs you pour out from the carton. They taste like Goofy's been cracking eggs in the kitchen all morning. And he's a dog. I don't think dogs are supposed to work, but at least he's good at making eggs. They're also very buttery in flavor and perfectly salted. They're not undersalted whatsoever. Slade, I love those. By the way, when I first sat down, I caused a commotion because I was sliding this thing away from me and I didn't notice that the pepper shaker was behind it. And I pushed the pepper shaker off the table and it hit this metal chair and went gra. And everyone looked. You guys know I love attention, but I don't like being an embarrassment in front of all the Disney Junior characters that I look up to so much. Next up, let's try this cheesy potato casserole. It looks kind of like Cracker Barrel's hash brown casserole. Oh my God. Hollywood and Vine, why is no one talking about you? This cheesy potato casserole truly rivals Cracker Barrel's, and that's the biggest compliment I could give any potato. It's very cream cheesy, very cheddary and salty. There's a very strong onion flavor, as there should be. Once again, perfectly salted. And what makes it unique is the potato itself. There's different sizes, different variations. We have shredded hash brown style potatoes in there, but also little potato cubes, chunks, globs. There's different textures happening because the cubes get really, really soft and your teeth sink into them and they almost turn into like a mashed potato and it just works. That is fantastic. I'm shook right now. Okay, so we only have Vampirina and Roadster Goofy left. I feel like I won't be able to rest and relax until I get through those. Oh, hello, how are you, Vampirina? Nice to meet you. So you're a vampire, right? That's so cool. Oh wow, look at those wings. That is so fierce. Have you seen Twilight? No, I got my son. The moon. New moon. No. Jacob. It's a really good movie with like amazing acting. Yeah. Yeah, yes. Look at those teeth. They're so shiny. You look amazing. It was so nice meeting you. Bye. Oh my God, I need to stop talking. Why did I bring up Jacob? I should have shown her my Bella impression. She wouldn't get it anyway. She hasn't seen it. Next up, let's try this chicken patty. I've never had a chicken patty for breakfast. I've had a chicken sausage patty. Is that what this is? That's sausage. It's not very good sausage. Wow, get off. First of all, I feel like I'm calming down. I'm feeling a bit more confident in myself and my social skills. We've got this. All we have left is Roadster Goofy. This sausage, to me, doesn't taste like chicken. It doesn't even really taste like sausage. It tastes like canned ham, kind of like Spam, but with a nice sausagey texture. So love the texture. I just don't like the flavor. It almost has like an acidicness to it. You know why it tastes hammy? I think they heard that Piglet was doing a lot. That was a lot, Robin. And I think this is him now. Wow, karma. Next up, let's try this corn pudding. Love corn pudding always. Oh. That is a perfect corn pudding, if I ever did say. The corn inside tastes fresh from the corn capital of the US. I don't know where that is. I know Idaho has potatoes. Who has corn? North Carolina? Probably. The texture is cakey, yet a little goopy, a little puddingy, which is just the perfect combo. Oh, it's so good so far. Thank you so much. It is mostly sweet with a hint of salt just to balance that out. And there's some sort of a goop on top. What is this? Tastes almost like cream anglaise. Oh, don't come back. Don't come back to it. Don't do it. Okay, good. I think that she's on her way to Zales. She said Jared was not enough for me. Well, actually, she made all that. The talent. What a seamstress. Goofy's coming over. Goofy's coming over. I'm just gonna keep eating. Sausage. You know, I have complained a lot about pork sausage in the past. A lot of pork sausages can be really cartilagey and nasty. And so because of that, all of you guys, all of my wonderful little viewers always say, Timmy, you just hate all sausage. Stop taste testing sausage. But this is proof that that statement is not true. This is a good pork sausage, okay? The texture is absolutely perfect. It's ground beefy. The flavor is classic breakfast sausage. It's not too strong. It's nice and salty. That is good. I'm not blown away, but it's good. Yes, girl. Next up, let's try the bacon. Classic. You know, it could be crispier, but it's not gummy, it's not gooey, thankfully. It is very, very, very greasy bacon. Oh, Goofy's here. Hello, Goofy. Hi. Nice to meet you. So you are a roadster? Oh, you want me to get up? Oh my goodness, okay. I'm trying to squeeze out. Oh, hello. Oh, you wanna dance? Okay. Yes. This is a bop. You're a roadster, right? And so does that mean you're like a trucker? Sort of? You just like to drive. You like cars. Oh, whoa. Whoa, that was cool. It's so nice meeting you. Not me almost breaking the table next to Goofy. The earth literally shook when I got up. Guys, me and Roadster Goofy, we danced and he made me feel like the only person in the room. That was so special. Anyways, let's try the egg white frittata. I'm not that into egg whites. Like, I get it. If you only eat the egg whites, it has less fat. But egg whites typically taste horrible by themselves, so what's the point? If you're not gonna enjoy it, might as well just eat something else. But let's see how this frittata is. It has like salsa on it and spinach in it. That is so different and unique, and sometimes being unique is a bad thing in this case. It has a good texture. It's very omelette-y, but the flavor is just, it's so sweet. It's almost dessert level sweet. I'm not sure if that's coming from the salsa or the frittata within, but there's so much sugar in there. And there's a little bit of garlickiness in there and some cheesiness, but it's just so sweet. It just overtakes everything. You can't save it. It's the sweetest huevo I've ever had. Wait, am I done meeting characters for this meal? I am. I just realized that. Anyways, this is a plant-based frittata made of twigs and branches. I see a little, is that mushroom? Oh, that's mushroom. Oh. You guys know I am a world-renowned food critic and I'm highly educated in flavor, but I can't do mushrooms. I will take a bite because I got it and I don't want to waste it. You know, let's see. That's a lot of mushroom. Oh my God, give me some potato. I'm not gonna critique that. I think my face said it all. On my second plate, I got this stuff that was apparently corned beef hash. We'll figure out what it actually is. I got this spicy chicken and donut, this eggs Benedict, and biscuits and gravy. You know who kind of impacted me? Fancy Nancy. I feel like she's an inspiration even more than the doctor because she doesn't need a career. She just makes fancy things. And I think it's so cool. Like, who is this diva? I have to watch her show. Let's try this spicy chicken and donut. It looks really good. It's like a boneless chicken wing looking thing with a donut. Simple, refined. That was dense. That was interesting. So the chicken itself is actually delicious. It does taste like a high quality boneless wing. Very, very crispy. The breading's not too thick. And it's covered in this sort of hot honey tasting sauce, which is really, really nice. Love hot honey. But the donut kind of loses its flavor and excitement when it's paired with that spicy chicken. And the donut just starts to taste like sandwich bread. All that sweet fried goodness just kind of falls to the back. That's interesting. It wasn't bad, but I just thought it would taste a little more exciting and different. But it didn't. I blame Mickey. I blame him for all my problems. Now let's try this corned beef hash. The sign said corned beef hash, but I don't think this is corned beef hash. Oh, Vampirina, hi. How are you? Oh, it's also good. Do you like the eggs Benedict? All of it, all of it. Do you like garlic though? No. Hi. Oh my gosh, I think I offended her. I should not have mentioned garlic. That's her kryptonite. The sign said corned beef hash, but to me this looks like rice and meat. Maybe it's corned beef rice. Girl, that's Zatarans. And that tastes like boxed rice with like a Spanish seasoning mix. And the meat kind of tastes like a cooked Slim Jim. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't think I'm a fan. Next up, let's try this biscuit and gravy. The gravy has a nice orangey hue to it. So maybe it has like a nice little spice. Who knows? Love biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's a dope biscuit. Wow. Is that a biscuit or an eraser? Even though the biscuit is drier than my hands in the winter, the gravy is really delicious. It is salty, even a little too salty for me. And I love salt. I'm always swimming in the ocean just to be next to salt, you know? But it's just a little too salty. Otherwise though, that's a really good gravy. It tastes homemade, nice strong sausage flavor, and there is a tiny hint of spice, maybe a little dash of cayenne or hot sauce. Oh, Tabasco sauce probably. Just a hint, but it's enough to make it interesting and different compared to other biscuits and gravy. Love, love. Okay, next up we have the chef's egg Benedict. Oh, that is a thick piece of ham. Look at that. Whoa, I have never seen such a thick piece of meat on an eggs Benedict. I just realized this doesn't have hollandaise sauce on it. I think I was supposed to add it onto it and I didn't. So because of that, it is quite a dry eggs Benedict, but I can imagine with the hollandaise sauce, it would taste really, really good. The ham is a little too thick, but the flavor is nice and light, so it's not too hammy, you know? For my third plate, I got some apple crumble. I also got some seasonal bread pudding, bananas Foster French toast, and an apple pancake. I'm currently on my way to get the dessert plate. I almost tripped. I went, oh my Goofy's back. Hi, Goofy. How has the road been? It's been good. It's been treating you well. Long, long drives. Yeah, same. It gets kind of boring. Do you listen to music when you're on the road? Yeah? Oh yeah, you're like bopping? Uh-huh. Oh my, I feel like we're like friends now, honestly. Like I started this meal so nervous. And look at me now, talking to Goofy about his job, and I feel like growth happened today and we still have dinner. But that's Mickey and friends. They're the stars, the icons. So I'm just hoping I don't get too starstruck. Anyways, let's first try this apple crumble. Too much apple, not enough crumble. Have you ever had a Hungry Man frozen dinner? Was it hungry? Right. No, for real. Have you had a Hungry Man? Some of them have a little apple dessert. This tastes just like that. Hello. It tastes like a frozen, goodbye my mind. It tastes like a frozen apple pie dessert. It's just a little too goopy and syrupy and sugary. The apples don't have a fresh crispness to them. And the crumble on top is just too much oats, not enough happiness. I like oats, but I need more like flour and actual crumbliness. So yeah, very disappointing. Next up, this bananas Foster French toast. That is just perfection.
I hate
When French toast tastes eggy. You think I want to notice yolk flavor profiles while I'm eating a French toast? No. Je m'appelle Timmy. No, it's French. This is crispy. It's a tiny bit custardy on the inside, but not soggy. And it's perfectly sweet. Then this banana Foster sauce is so decadent. It almost has like a slight rum flavor to it. And the bananas aren't mushy, but they're creamy somehow. They melt in your mouth. Delicious. Now it's time for this apple pancake. That had a crumble to it. There was actual like crumble chunks in there. They were crunchy and crispy. I think the pancake stole the crumbles from the apple crumble. She said, "You've been crumbly long enough. It's my turn." It went so well with the pancake texture. There was a very light apple flavor, not like full apple pie, but just like a background apple. Fabulous texture, fabulous flavor. Adore it. Go, Nancy. Go, Nancy. Last thing, bread pudding. It's seasonal bread pudding. Will it taste like summer, fall, winter, or Christmas? Something's off. So it has cranberries and peaches in it, and I love both of those, but there's almost a floral sort of fruitcakey background flavor that I'm not loving. I don't like fruitcake, but love the texture. It's really creamy. Oh, fancy Nancy, yes. Yes, get it, girl. Breakfast was pretty much great. I enjoyed most of the items. I'm not sure what the price is, but I'm about to pay, and I will add a little text that says the price right here. I had a great time, and I can't wait for dinner. Hopefully, I won't make myself cringe any more than I already did. It is dinner time. I'm back in Hollywood Studios. There's nothing like Christmas time in Disney World, girlies. Look at this magic. I am already super hungry. That brunch went straight through me, so I'm ready to feast again. Cannot wait to see what's on the menu. And I can't wait to meet the mice. Better set some traps. Oh, are those bugs? Hello, Goofy. Hi, long time no see. Look at the beard. That's a very nice beard. Look, guys. It's a full Santa look. Ho, ho, ho. Thank you so much. So I just saw Mickey walking by, and you guys know I've had some beef with him in the past. I blame him for a lot of my life struggles, and I have called him Mickey Rat once or twice. So when I see him, I feel like this is a moment for reconciliation and possible bonding. But first, I'm gonna go get my food. So this is the dinner menu. They had a big salad bar. I didn't realize they had croutons on the side, but it turns out they did. So I had a crouton-less salad, guys. It was very tragic. They also had some mashed potatoes, multiple kinds of fish, Brussels sprouts, butternut squash, this weird looking mushroom risotto mush, and some orange chicken tofu, some yuca, vegetables, pot roast, cheesy cauliflower, seafood rice, seafood mac and cheese, mushroom fungi, Last of Us meatballs, and what am I saying? They also had this red blob that looked like meatloaf, but I don't think it was. It was like something ham, and I didn't get it because it looked
intimidating.
They also had the same bread pudding and apple crumble from earlier, and a bunch of little desserts like little pumpkin tarts, pecan tarts, and this gorgeous Bavarian chocolate cake that is served with a spoon. You don't slice it, you scoop it. Oh, that instantly makes every cake more delicious. I want every cake I eat to be scoopable. For my tiny little first course, I got a salad with a few toppings and a piece of focaccia bread. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did get water with both of my meals. No Diet Coke here. More growth, more character development. So I'm starting with the salad. Now, I did not expect my salad to look this plain. There weren't tons of different toppings. Well, there were, but a lot of them were like really vegetable-y, and I'm just not in a vegetable kind of mood. Minnie just passed by. Oh, she is glowing. She's in a red gown. You'll see her in a second, I'm sure. So I ended up just getting Caesar salad with ranch on it. I'm gonna be so judged. I know it. I can sense it right now. Have you ever tried ranch dressing on a Caesar salad? You should. If you want to take an all-expense paid trip to Koreatown, it's the perfect way there. It's actually pretty delicious. I used to do it at Sweet Tomatoes before they closed down. And then I got some eggs and cheese. So this is basically a dairy farm salad and a piece of focaccia. But let's first try the salad. I'm sorry, but that's groundbreaking. First of all, delicious Caesar dressing. Very tangy, very lemony, very bright. It's also very thick and creamy. Love that. And the ranch tastes like good restaurant ranch. I gotta say, I feel like Mickey said, make our ranch taste like Denny's. That's what I want for my business. And it does. It's very garlicky, very creamy too, and very salty. Adore it. Now some vacation. You know, it tastes like sandwich bread, kind of like the donut from earlier. So it's not bad, but I've had much better focaccia. For my second course, I got sour cream and chive mashed potatoes, caramelized Brussels sprouts, a piece of yuca, some butternut squash, pot roast, a mushroom meatball, and a piece of orange tofu. Okay, I know I didn't pick the most appetizing choices, but this is just the first plate. I'm dividing and conquering. I don't know if you noticed, but my conversation with Goofy was kind of quick. I just felt like when we talked earlier, we were kind of running out of things to talk about. Like the chemistry wasn't fully there. So I kept it quick. It was like seeing an old friend like, hi, miss you, but I'm kind of glad we parted ways. It was very that. And I felt that from him too, so it's mutual, it's fine. Let's try these caramelized Brussels sprouts. Look at me being healthy. You guys know I love Brussels sprouts. Out of all vegetables, Brussels sprouts are my favorite, especially when they look like this. These are caramelized. Let's see how they taste. Oh. Mm. You know what? Those are so crispy and so salty that the edges kind of taste like a kettle chip, like a Panera chip. Very Panera chip, but like make it organic. Those are actual perfection. They're lightly sweet. They're not like full-on honey Brussels sprouts, but there's a hint of that. There's a garlicky flavor, very salty, iconic, delicious. I could eat 100 of those. Those Brussels sprouts every day, like a horse. You know what I was thinking about? What if in another universe, Disney characters sit down to eat and normal human beings like me and you just go up to them and say, hi. You want to take a pic? Cinderella's like, I'm sorry, I have to take care of my stinky feet first. I'm embarrassed. Now let's try this pot roast. It's a big chunk. How am I gonna eat that? I guess I'm gonna have to use my cutlery like a classy broad. Oh my goodness, wait. It's so good. Okay, it's down. That pot roast is delicious. Is it a little chewy? Yes, but it still falls apart. The flavor truly tastes homemade. There's a very slight wine flavor. It tastes like all the veggies. It was cooked with like onions and all those things. And it's just classic comfort food. Adore it. Now I got butternut squash, even though I don't really like squash. I don't talk to the squash family. We know that. But it looks so festive. Look at that. It's just not serving season's greetings. I think Pluto's coming here soon, guys. It smells like dog. Anyways, I got the butternut squash. Let's try it. That's good. It tastes like sweet potato. Is squash sweet potato? It's like the same thing, right? I don't know. But it really tastes like that. It's kind of sweet, crispy on the edges, salty on the edges, and the balsamic glaze actually really works because it's just a light drizzle and it doesn't taste like a full foot. That is not bad at all. Okay, now let's try the mashed potato, sour cream and chive. Ooh. Pluto's right there, guys. Someone get the leash. Oh my God. They're gone. They're gone. First of all, tastes totally real. They left the pieces of skin in there, so it's more like a rustic vibe, like a rustic barn, you know? They are very salty, lightly sour creamy, with a strong garlic flavor. Pluto's about to come here. Pluto, hello! Hi! Oh, look at him. Wow, look at that twirl. Do you like being a dog? Yeah. I have dogs too, and I think you would be best friends with them. It's a little Shih Tzu named Regina and a poodle named Tamale. I know, shook, right? Oh, wow, that was wet. Thank you so much. He licked me. Wow. Now, see, that was a bonding moment. Goofy can't relate. Anyways, the mashed potatoes are perfection. Let's try this piece of tofu. So I haven't had tofu since I was probably like 10. I think I've told this story before, but my wonderful mother, who I adore so much, went through a very healthy phase for like a month. And she made tofu almost on the daily. And bless her heart, I don't think she knew how to season it. But luckily, she knew how to produce all of this. So she is very talented still. But it was just unseasoned, gooey tofu. And I haven't had tofu since, I don't think. Let's try this. This is fried tofu in like an orange chicken type sauce. The flavor's not as bad as I remember, okay? It just kind of tastes like nothing. It's like a base for other flavors. The texture kind of got to me though. It's just a little too mushy. It's almost like I felt like I was eating chicken, but the chicken was melting in my mouth. But, oh, hello. Hi. But I have to say, I like the flavor of the fried batter. It tasted like orange chicken batter. And the sauce was all right. It kind of tasted like a lean cuisine orange chicken sauce. You know what I'm talking about? Like a frozen orange chicken sauce. But it was good enough. I just don't think tofu's for me, thanks to the goopy Gwyneth Paltrow texture. Next up, let's try this yuca in mojo. Now, guys, a lot of you know I'm half Cuban, so I've had a lot of yuca. If you haven't had yuca, it's just kind of like a starchy vegetable that's similar to a potato, but different. And this is fried. And then mojo, if you don't know, is like a garlicky, citrusy sauce. So let's eat. it's not bad, but it's unlike any fried yuca I've ever had, and I've had a lot. I think this is like double fried. This is like really dark, and it has more of a singed flavor. And the mojo does taste very garlicky, but it's missing any hint of citrus. So it's kind of like an overcooked garlic yuca. It's not bad, but I wouldn't eat it again. It's a little stale. Here we have a mushroom meatball. Now, you guys know I hate mushrooms, but when it's a mushroom-based sauce, it really doesn't bother me. I can get through it just as long as there's no actual mushroom chunks on my fork. Let's see how it tastes. Okay, that kind of caught me off guard. Oh, great. Oh, no, don't worry about it. You can talk or anything. Don't worry. Thank you so much. That meatball took me by surprise because it doesn't taste like mushrooms whatsoever. It has a very strong Parmesan cheese flavor. And I love Parmesan cheese, but this is like pure Parmesan flavor. It's very potent, very concentrated, straight from the cheese wheel. It shouldn't be called the Wheel of Fortune. It should be called the Wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano. I have just been a huge Wheel of cheese. Imagine. Oh, I love that idea. If the Parmesan flavor was toned down a little bit, I feel like the meat flavor itself could shine. It's just a little too much Parmesan, but the texture is fantastic. Perfect meatball texture. Not too soft, not too firm. Hello, Mickey. Hey, bestie. What is it like being the most iconic mouse on earth? Do you love it? You're a business owner. You're a legend. I love that for you. Yay. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you. Hi. I got this cheesy cauliflower. Ooh. I also got some roasted chicken, some seafood rice, some shrimp and bacon mac and cheese, and some tater tots and a corn dog. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I knew he would do that. He came to my table when I was coming back with my second plate and my camera wasn't set up. The sabotage. I see him right there. And did you guys notice I was so nice? I even called him a mouse. Like, I validated him. Wow. I'm just kidding. He was so sweet and so wonderful. And I think I might become a Mickey fan. I might stop blaming him for everything. Wow. I think he got some of that sticky mousetrap residue on me, but it's fine. It's fine. This is a fresh start, okay? And yes, I did get tater tots from the kids section because I was craving them. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's not classy. I don't care if there's fancier options. This is who I am. Those are somehow a little crispier on the outside than your typical Disney potato barrels, and a little mushier on the inside. I love that. They're like a richer tater tot. Okay, and the corn dog as well. Delicious. It tastes like a classic mini corn dog. If you don't know what a corn dog tastes like, ask Nathan. He's super famous. Let's try this roasted chicken. It looks really nice. Let me get some more classic cutlery. The whole table's shaking. Oh my goodness. I need the chicken skin because that's where all the flavor's gonna be at. Give it to me. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, that tastes like something specific from my past, but I can't think of it. I know that flavor. If I don't think of it now, guys, it's gonna drive me crazy. You know what? I'm just gonna pick it up by this little toe. Come here. What's that flavor? I'm never gonna think of it. It's fine. Let's just try to forget. Try to forget. Bebop boop, bebop boop, bebop boop. Ooh. When? So the chicken's really juicy on the inside, and that's a big deal because a lot of white meat chicken can be very dry. Now the flavor is amazing. It's just a little light. I wish it had more of whatever the seasoning is. But the seasoning to me just kind of tastes like, it's kind of like Mexican spices, but not quite. It's different, but it's reminding me of something, and I'm just gonna move on because I can't do this to myself. I can't put this kind of pressure on my brain. It's too much. Who do we still have to meet? Minnie? Just Minnie? Wait, I don't think Donald's here today. I thought he was gonna be here. That's fine. Maybe he's off flying with the wild robot or something. Also, random, but I just found out that Disney is gonna turn Rock and Roller Coaster into Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster. First of all, do I look like a Muppet? Second of all, I'm excited for it. I am always up for a Disney rebrand moment. I'm not the biggest Muppets fan. When I was growing up and currently, I was into Disney princesses. Even though Miss Piglet is kind of fierce. She always kind of serves something, you know? Let's try this seafood rice without the seafood. I got everything but the little crustaceans that were sitting in the bowl. You know what? My half Cuban side is about to take over again. This tastes like arroz con pollo. If you don't know what arroz con pollo is, it's rice and chicken. And it has these same flavors. It's like yellow rice. There's a chicken bouillon vibe, but also a sazon. You know, the rice is really fluffy. Very, very, very light oceanic flavor, but it is there. That's fine though. If you like seafood, you'll be extra okay with this rice. I like it. Next up, we have cheesy cauliflower. Now, this is for all the girlies that are keto friendly. They say, no, thank you, bread. Back away. This is for them. So let's hope it tastes good. The cauliflower is perfectly cooked. It still has a slight crunch to it, which I love. It isn't mushy whatsoever. The sauce is okay. At first, it has that really nice mac and cheese sharp kick, but it kind of dissipates. I don't know if it's because of the wateriness of the cauliflower, and it just kind of turns into like a dairy milk flavor. Not in a good way, in like a moo way. It's just very dairy-ish. So, I'll pick that up in a second. I dropped my fork. I'm gonna pick it up after I'm done eating. Sorry. I have a second one because I'm the only one eating here at this table. So let's try this mac and cheese. Now this mac and cheese is shrimp and bacon mac and cheese. You guys know shrimp is one of the only seafoods that I really don't mind because it's very tame. I mean, a shrimp is a shrimp. It's like the mosquito of the sea, right? So it's just a light little dainty thing. No, I really do not mind shrimp when it comes to like fried rice and things like that. But something about the shrimp with the mac and cheese sauce for me is conflicting. It feels like land and sea are too close together. I feel like the sharpness of the cheese and the shrimp's slight fishiness are just like fighting for the top spot in my taste bud cave. I think without the shrimp, this would taste like really, really good mac and cheese. So if you like shrimp, I think you'll adore this. But to me, it just doesn't blend well together. Yum.
For le dessert, I got some Bavarian chocolate cake, some pumpkin pie tarts, a pecan pie tart, and a little apple spice cake.
So I heard someone say Minnie's coming soon. We need to prepare for her arrival. Where's the cheese? Get the cheese out. Yes, I did get 2 pumpkin desserts because I know I adore pumpkin anything and I'm gonna want to eat more than one. That's called being self-aware. Let's first try this pumpkin tart. The texture. Ooh, look at that. It's like a little pumpkin pie with a lot of whipped cream. I hated that. Ew. Oh, I'm just kidding. It was amazing. And I just noticed I have some cauliflower cheese on my purse. Let me get that off. That is just the perfect pumpkin pie. The pumpkin layer did look very thin, but it had so much flavor and so many pumpkin spices, cloves, ginger, oregano, basil, all the different spices, super potent. And the whipped cream kind of cooled all those spices down. The crust was super kind of almost cakey and just easy to sink my fork and teeth into at the same time. Okay, I got the cheese off. Fantastic. Adore it. Now let's try this little apple spice cake. Look how cute. It's a little dry. It's not sweet enough. You're not very pretty. You're not very bright. You're not very pretty and you're not very bright. Oh. It has so much potential. I think maybe it's plant-based. Maybe that's the issue. Listen, I love some plant-based stuff, but sometimes things taste plant-based. And that tasted plant-based. It did have a very nice texture, very moist, almost slightly doughy, which I really love that. And it did have a lot of spice, just like the pumpkin tart did, but there was not enough apple flavor and just not enough sweetness overall. So it was just kind of like really plain cake with a lot of spices and that was it. You know what I mean? So not great, but it's okay. Let's try this pecan tart. Oh, different crust. Oh my goodness, I took all the filling out. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, it's not serving pecan pie. It's serving more so dry pecans with caramel sauce on it. I don't think it's just that. I don't think it's that plain and pointless, but I do think it needs a little bit of help. Overall, it's just kind of dry because there's a lot of crust and there's not enough filling. There is a hint of chocolate, I think like a chocolate ganache on top, which kind of helped, but still, it's just all right. Now, last but not least, the last item of the day, right before we meet Minnie Mouse, is the Bavarian, I think that's Bavarian chocolate cake. I have never been to Bavaria, but sounds nice. I heard they have a cake, their own cake. Okay, let's try it. Whoa. Oh, the cake itself is really, really good. It's a quintessential perfect chocolate cake. It's very chocolatey without being too sweet. It's super moist and like bouncy and just perfect. The frosting at first glance is delicious. I think it's very cold and it has sort of a whipped pudding texture, which is really nice, but there's an aftertaste of like supermarket bakery frosting. You know what I'm talking about? Like the plain birthday cake frosting. There's an aftertaste of that. But at first glance, it's fantastic. It's like chocolate cake with a whipped cream mousse thing. Overall, I'm pleased with it. Minnie's about to be here and then the video is going to end. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. I love you guys so much. Let's meet Minnie. She's about to be here. Minnie, girly, aren't you a vision? Oh my goodness, you look so beautiful. You're the prettiest mouse out of all the rodents I've ever seen. You look amazing, stunning. Ooh, the hat, you like my hat? Thank you. We are matching, both of us are glistening. We're glistening. I love that. Ooh, are those bugs?